Okay, hello, welcome back to episode 2 of KreamGetsStuff. We have a lot to cover today, more than last episode, so we'll probably get right into that. And I'll explain the plans for today as well in a minute. So, one of our main goals for today is definitely to get diamonds. We need obsidian for a few things in this series, but one of them is going to be really fun. We're also going to be building hopefully a better starter base, or at least expanding on that one. Maybe not finishing a base really at all, but at least giving it a start, and a lot of other things that we'll just get to when we get to them. So yeah, we should probably get started on that. So right now I'm smelting some stone because we're going to get stone brick variants early, which it's very interesting how you actually get them. And we'll go over that once they've smelted. But after that, we're probably going to go on a mining time-lapse again and try and get some diamonds, because once we get a diamond pickaxe, we can really get started in this episode. I'm not going to spoil what we're going to be doing, but just look forward to it, because it's really interesting and really buggy. And it's fun to do, so yeah. I'll catch up with you guys once this is smelted. So, I made a slight mistake. I can't make stone bricks in this version. We're still in beta 1.7.3. So, we'll have to do this later on in the episode. But we still have other plans. It's also raining, which I don't think is happening in this world yet. I might have, I don't know. Although it's just gone because I slept. So, I think we'll just go straight into mining then, because I really have nothing else to do until I get diamonds, so... yeah, that should be the plan. So, we'll get started on that then. So, as you saw there, I came down the cave system just to get to Y11, because it's the easiest way down. So, now I've got a chest set up here. I should probably be able to just mine for a while until I get diamonds. So yeah, I'll probably do that now. So, let's go. So, if you saw there, we just found diamonds. They're right up there. I have no idea how many are up there, but we found them. I also don't know how many mobs are around here. I think there's only a few, so I should be fine to just go up as long as I make sure I don't get hit by this lava. Oh, it's a skeleton. Oh, I hate skeletons. Okay. Let's make a calculated plant ability. Basically just brute force. That worked. Let's take care of this. There we go. Let's block this off because I really don't feel like dealing with any mobs that come. And yeah, first diamonds. And there's a few of them. That's good. That's really good. I think there might be, well, from the looks of it, it's probably 4. Now, do I want to just leave this open or not? No, I don't. So we're gonna close this off, and now we should be able to just mine them. So there we go. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's enough. Should we go for more, or should we just get out of here? Well, first I'm gonna go store these, and then I'll decide. Yeah. Okay, so I don't think I'm gonna keep mining for now, because I don't want this episode to drag on. We have a lot to cover, so I think I'm just gonna take my 4 diamonds and leave. Although we did get them really fast, which was good, because I don't want to spend too much time caving this episode. Because we're gonna go all the way from beta 1.7.3 to beta 1.933, I think. We should do that anyway. We won't go past that. I don't know if we might get up to there or not with the current time frame. So, yeah. I'll get back up to base, and then I'll set up some stuff, and we'll be right back. So, there is something that I wanted to cover, but I'm gonna have to change my position to get there, because I don't feel like walking for a year. And that's the farlands. So, the farlands are interesting, to say the least. But they're 12.5 million blocks away from 0, and I don't think I want to walk 12.5 million blocks, so hopefully I can figure out how to move my character externally, and we can check them out. So, yeah, I'll get back to you on that one. And then we'll get on with the episode. The farlands. It's really something. Jesus. The farlands are a phenomenon that generate roughly 12.5 million blocks away from 0, and they only occur due to an error within Java that interferes with the code for terrain gen. Now, I have to thank LivingComputer for the more in-depth explanation that I'm about to give. I'll leave a link to him in the description. So, the terrain generates in beta 1.3 and before based on something called a Perlin noise generator. This makes it so that when a block is generated at a certain Y value, the next block won't be generated 100 blocks lower. This works fine close to 0, but as the terrain generation has an accuracy higher than a single block, the terrain generator crosses with a 32-bit integer limit, which is basically the greatest integer that Java can count to. Because it reaches this before the coordinates do, the terrain generation freaks out and it causes the farlands to occur. It's also why you can walk around on them and you don't fall through the ground or crash immediately. Okay, we're back from the farlands. I did have to carry it all the way to 1.12.2 for that little cinematic, so yeah, I also almost died when I came back because changing my position is, well, I'm not good at it, so that's why I left my stuff in here. But now that we've got that out of the way, we're gonna go over negative items and stuff like that next. So I'm gonna go gather some obsidian to make a portal, and we'll get onto that. Well, it'll be a few seconds for you, but for me, I'm gonna have to go down to the caves again. If something goes wrong, I'll let you know, but if not, then yeah, I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, so I've set up the machine, and I've also got an idea for a storage room for these. I'm going to be making both infinite and 127 stacks, so I'm thinking just a map infinity room, like with map art. Well, I know you get them, obviously, and I can make it easily enough. Probably over here, just because it's kind of out of the way. It'll look like just a door in the wall, but when you go through it, you're going to go into, obviously, an infinite room, so I think it'll be a good idea. I'm gonna dig out the walls for now, because this is all gonna have to be glowstone, or sea lanterns, either one. And I'm just gonna have a couple chests in here. So let me just plan this place out, because yeah, that'll probably work. Anyway, let's do this. So, I'll go over how to do it, and how to get the stacks inside a chest, and then I'll obviously move them all into there. So, let's do bedrock for an example. This machine's very simple. It's not even a machine, really. It's just a nether portal and some water and also a crafting bench. So, you stand in the water, right-click on the crafting bench, put the item in, Now 2 of them will get dropped out. One is the real item, which is this. And then this is the infinite item. So, you pick this up. This is technically a negative 256 stack, I believe. But, so long as you empty it out into 4 stacks, it'll stay infinite. But we want to make a 127 stack inside a chest. Normally you can make them by just emptying into your inventory, but you can't put them in chests. The only way to do that is in this version where you can make them. Well, in versions where you can make these items. And the way to do it is simply to just empty it out into 2 stacks of 64. So, give me 2 seconds to just click. And then, I don't think you have to, but I'm going to relog just in case. Just to save that. And then, simply take one more item out, and it should be a 127 stack now. There we go. You can take these items out, and it's done. So, I'm going to do that for all these items. And whatever else I can think of, maybe just for fun. Because I'm not going to use these, obviously, especially the infinite items, unless it's like things like this. But then again, I'll have a stash for these. So yeah, I'll come back to you when I've done that. So, we have some now. This doesn't look like much right now, it's just a hole in the wall, but I'm gonna probably convert this into something in later versions. Either an infinite room with maps, which would be cool. Or maybe I'll do... maybe I'll do just a modern room. Like, sort of out of place, just because these are really buggy and they look cool. So we have some infinite items. Well, 0 stacks, and we have some 127 stacks in chests, and this took me not that long actually, because they're really easy in this version. They get progressively harder to do the more you go on, as methods change, but, I think we're ready to update now. Unless I forget something, then yeah, I'll see you in the next update. So, what we were going to do with the stairs, I can't get to work. So, the way it should work is, based on where I mine the stone brick stair from, it should drop different variants of the stone bricks. Which it doesn't. So, if someone knows what I'm doing wrong, I've tried that. I've tried placing them in different directions and mining them from the front, placing them in different directions and mining them from the side. But yeah, if you know what's going on there and how I could fix it, please tell me. But apart from that, there's one other thing I wanted to mention. Now, I'll put a picture on screen if I can. But that's the Enderman could pick up any block in this version, which was very annoying. Because you could, well, you would have a base made out of whatever blocks you wanted, and they'd be able to just take it away. If you've ever watched Brian's Evo series, it happens a lot to his base. He makes it out of clay and snow, and a lot of it goes missing when they go to beta 1.8. So, yeah. Apart from that, there's nothing else to really do in this update, so I think I'll move on. So, we're back on beta 1.9 pre-release, and what we need to do... Oh yeah, I just realized, one thing in this version, when you jump, your XP bar goes up. I completely forgot about that one. It doesn't matter right now, but I'm guessing let's just have to test the progression of it. Well, that's not what we came here for. So, in this version, and also in beta 1.8 pre-release, to this version, obviously, Enderman drop ender pearls, obviously, but they normally stack to 16. In these versions, they stack to 64. So, I'm gonna have to go hunt down an ender pearl, or 2, or 64. Because I'm going to try and get a 64 stack. Now, I don't know how hard this is going to be. I might end up duping them just for the sake of keeping them. But, yeah. When I find an Enderman, I'll kill them. So, if you don't agree with me duping these Ender Pearls, just let me know. Because I won't do it again after this. Just duping if I can't. Well, if it's going to be a really big grind. So, yeah. I'll see you guys in a minute then, when it goes to dark. Yes, I do. Gotta take out the spider first. Oh, there we go. Come on. Oh, there we go, you saw it. It picked up an item that you shouldn't pick up normally. Okay, we're gonna back up here because I don't feel like fighting them on my own. And there we go, we have 2 pearls. Which should be good. Oh, is there a third one? No, there isn't. Okay. On to finding more then. So, we have another one, and no ender pearl. Okay. So, we have 2 on me, and also a bunch of other mobs. I'm gonna have to track them both, because I am very risky, and let's go find a block to stand under. Here, this tree will do. Oh, okay. That's a relief. There we go. So we got another one. We have 3 pearls now. I'll see you guys when I get another one. So we found another one. Come here. Oh, and it vanished. Nothing. So, after an entire night, we have 3 ender pearls, so I think I'm gonna dupe these. So yeah, I'll do that, and then I'll be right back when I have enough. So, I have 4 stacks of pearls now. Well, would be 4 stacks of pearls normally, but we're in beta 1 and I'm pre-release, so I can just stack these. And yeah, that's all you have to do. There's no special method to it. It's just in these versions they stack to 64. And any versions past this, they'll stack to 16. So this is the last time I could do this. I can obviously move them around when we get the ability to use number keys to move things. But apart from that, I think that's all I have to do in beta 1.9 pre-release. So we'll probably move on to the next version now. I'll go store this away, probably in here for now. And yeah, we'll do that. So, So now I'm in beta 1.9 pre-3, and because I jumped so much, I think it was storing my XP. I'm on 76 levels, so that's fun, and the XP bar is broken. So, this is probably the last thing we'll do in the episode. If we have some more runtime, maybe we'll build a food farm or start on a base, but now there were 2 methods to getting end portal frames, and then obviously getting portal tiles. There's only 1 method, which I'll show you now. And I'm gonna put all my stuff away because we have to die. Which, I know that sounds weird, but we have to die. So, my spawn point should be set. I don't know if that would set it anyway. So, how am I gonna die, actually? We could always drown. I brought some blocks, but, yeah, we'll just drown. It's probably the easiest method. So, while we're drowning, next episode, probably we're going to cover enchantments, because there's a lot of broken enchantments in beta 1.9 pre-3 and 4. So, yeah, we'll cover those. Oh, I don't want to die because I have 76 levels, but it's for the Unobtainables. Anyway. Yeah, so, now that we've drowned, when I respawn, these are what we needed. So, we have, this is a portal block. I can't move this at all until, well, until beta 1.9 pre-4, because if I hover over it, the game will crash. I'll show you that in a bit. These are early end portal frames. They look like this for some reason, probably because it's a work in progress texture at the time. And then obviously bookshelves and enchanting tables. That's just because they were new in this, and enchanting was all new and stuff as well. So, yeah. I'm gonna make sure not to hover over that. These I'm gonna probably burn actually, because I don't want to just keep them. And yeah, so apart from that, that should be the end of this episode. Well, I'll check the runtime. Oh, I hovered over it. Well, yeah, I'll see you when I load up my game again. That's gonna be the end for this episode. We're just under 20 minutes right now. And yeah. Oh, I can finally go into first person. Yeah, that's gonna be the end for this episode. Let me know in the comments if you want to see anything else. If I've missed anything, etc, etc. If you enjoyed the cinematic, I put 2 hours of effort into that, I think. Mainly because I kept messing up my speech. I'm still not really happy with it, but let me know what you think. And yeah, I don't think there's anything else I can really go over, so goodbye.